guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that? Hello?
No solicitors!
Bank of Italy?
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there. According to the newspaper, Doc's not in the courthouse. He's in jail. Hey, how you doing, Einie? Doc!
Marty!
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan? Right. But what?
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it! If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, "How long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine." Eli should mind his own business.
residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Sonny Crockett.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2 of A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? What am I missing here? Or do we take H H2 of A multiplied by the
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Well, no. I'm going to be the inverse.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Or do we take it?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character. Now if H.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Crockett, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it. Well, no.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Now if H stands for one... a one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally h to a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right? No, what am I missing here? Or do we take h to stand for the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a might well be equal to a's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed relative to the speed of light? Oh, it brings back to h. Oh, no, wait. I'm going to be the inverse. Inverse. Oh, yes. No. It's not possible.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it. Or do we take h to stand for the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, h to the a multiplied... Now, if h stands for one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally h to the a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right? No. What am I missing here? Oh, no, h. I'm going to be the inverse. Oh, yes. No.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Well, I met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks he's been sent by my father to check up on me.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
What What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett!
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it! Now if H stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator. Oh, no. H and... It's gonna be the inverse. No. It's not possible. No. Harmonic oscillator, then naturally H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No. What am I missing here? Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value. But
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett!
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it! Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many...
Marty?
Ah!
Marty?
Ah!
Newtons are required to maintain a constant mass. Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. The acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed relative.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office! I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. If it'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You of all people should know that.
Couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know, gas maybe?
Gasoline? Pfft, yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Sonny Crockett!
Yeah. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You could meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You can meet over there in the jailhouse. I think they have an empty cell.
No, the jailhouse has bad associations for some of the Stay Soberites.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett. And he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous public... St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The Farm for Unwanted Children.
Perhaps their parents don't want them because they eat too much. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Hey, Q-Ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
Oh, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right. That might explain the elevator. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
There's no way I'm going to keep that door open without some help. For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years. Emmett.
Yes?
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribollita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
Eureka!
Okay. Hey, never mind. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Aw, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we? Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The orphanage.
No, they've already got all the soup they can handle.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Sonny! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but
But what?
it's still impossible.
Think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your, patent.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
How come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar, and it don't necessarily involve staying sober.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
So one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook! Emmett!
Makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen. Hey! Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out! Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course, because he was a patent officer just like you.
Hey, Einie, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out. Huh. Deja vu. Thanks for bringing us here, boy. We'll take it from here.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry, some other time. What now?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena. Nah.
Someone's playing tricks on me.
I don't think so. Maybe not. I don't think that would be interested in Arthur's hat.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time. What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches! Down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order!
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Hey!
Hey! Don't make me angry, Schmucko! Get down here and face the music! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! You can't get away that easy. Nobody puts one over on Kid Tannen and lives to tell about it. You're dead meat, twerp!
Hey, Einie!
Look out, boss. It's that crazy mud again.
I can't believe you lost him again!
What now?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett! Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child!
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me!
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? I know it's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
To learn.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here! You're going to fatter.
My fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
I hope someday you have children.
Maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
My blood pressure.
Don't you go feed the ducks, Father.
You're going to find out when you get older.
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. It isn't food for thought, Pop. It's drool.
My blood pressure.
Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. A room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building. A good start.
Someday,
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Browns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me.
You're going to
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son.
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father.
There
is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. What use has a microorganism for law?
Keep bellowing like that, Emmett. You got
Stop being such a crank. Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria.
Pressure? You're a child and you don't know anything about pressure.
Why are you always bellowing at me?
Someday, you
I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
What use is a microorganism for law? Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? Really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
No idea what kind of pressure I'm under. I honor your wishes. You treat me like... Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
Just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? Layers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
Food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
Wait till she
You have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Why are you always bellowing at me?
You are going to learn, boy.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. One great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? What did you do?
Emmett!
I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? I learned for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
My fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? I get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. If only a whole room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building. A good start. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
You are going to learn, boy.
Ears are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. What's eating you, Father? But I wish you would go on a diet. There's a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your... I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Wait till she
Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Not being such a crank. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
I cannot
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
You are going to learn, boy. You learn!
I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... Oh!
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can...
I can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Sonny, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Sonny! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now? There's no way Ed and his bike is gonna be fast enough to catch up with that paddy wagon. Or is there? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece. Alright, I'm coming, Doc. you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
They're locked.
I know!
Can't break the lock.
There's a key, but it's probably up front.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
What's he doing here? Keys. The window's shut tight. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. No good. The window's shut. No good. The window's shut. I better keep an eye on this. It's really my only way of keeping track of Doc's fate. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. Not sure what that... Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Tannen? That explains a lot.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me. Hey, driver. You're driving too fast. Watch how you take those curves. I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me. You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. that thing!
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
We need something to get rid of these cops! Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea!
Doc! Run!
The throttle! Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over!